the changing of the seasons. Spring is at full bloom, bringing more new animes. And that means more fantasy, more monsters, more slice of life, more sports, more shonen, and more Super Sentai. Man, this season's got everything. How nice, a cute and comfy slice of life of two grandpas enjoying some farmer work. Let me just get a hot drink. Okay, what did I miss? Okay, now it's time for the true slice of life. Yuru Camp is back for a third season, with more cute girls doing cute stuff and the most comfortable camping that makes me want to try it myself. Until I remember I hate outdoors. But if you want to laze around, how about this premise? The best assassin in Japan, known as the Fable, has killed too many people and now needs to lay low for a year. While the animation can be hit or miss, the comedy is on point for this anime. If you're looking for something more adult-oriented, you have to try this one. Keeping up with adult-oriented shows. Alcohol. Bartender is an adult slice of life as customers come into a bar with their own problems and issues, and our trusty bartender is here to give them the perfect drink to relieve stress. Highball desu. I really need that drink after work. Moving on, we have a few animes coming back for a new season. Reincarnated as a Slime is picking up where it left off for a third season, still focusing on politics, but you know a big battle is brewing. Irregular at Magic High School is coming back for a third season, for its 10th year anniversary. What? It has been 10 years already? Man, I'm not getting any younger. Kyoto Animation is back once again with incredible animation and bringing the moe with Hibike Euphonium Season 3, as our main girls are finally third-year students with a final chance at nationals. Date A Live is reaching its 5th season, and I got to say, it is incredible how much a single waifu can carry the entire budget of an anime based on figure sales alone. It may not be the best anime, but sometimes you just need some trashy guilty pleasures. And talking about guilty pleasures, there is a new batch of generic fantasy and isekai animes. So pick your poison. The former hero lives as he pleases uses the same formula of a former hero that after reincarnating decides to hide his skills and live a leisure life, only to go and use his powers to fight monsters and protect the princess. You know, the usual. Unnamed Memory feels a bit more unique, with our main character cursed to never have an heir, only to propose to a witch because she can handle the curse, if you know what I mean. It is a nice and comfy romance with fantasy elements. Archdemon Dilemma answers the question, what if we have two awkward people try to fall in love, but in a fantasy setting and one of them is a slave? Chilling in Another World with my level 2 cheat has the typical premise of a shitty kingdom throwing out the isekai protagonist because he has no power, only to discover at level 2 he became incredibly OP. This is one of my guilty pleasures because I always enjoyed when an isekai protagonist comes from another fantasy world rather than modern day Japan. The New Gate started as a Sword Art Online type of show. Oh my god, he said the line. Then it moved on to the type of Overlord transport to another world with my NPCs, before finally landing as a disappointing and pretty generic isekai. And what are those? Come on guys, you can at least do better animation for the feet. Now, if you're looking for a good animation on a fantasy, The Seventh Prince Will Learn Magic had some actually good fighting sequences. But what is up with the character design that can only be described as the hentai shora tights? And finally, what I think is the best new isekai of the season. The Reincarnated Aristocrat uses appraisal skills. telling the story of a guy reincarnated as the son of a noble, as he uses his appraisal skills to find the most competent people to become his vassals. This is a really nice show with some thought put into the setting, and I just love the relationships between the characters. Okay, moving on to something a bit more wholesome. We have a salad bowl of Excentrics. Well, that's a quirky name, but the story looks nice. A princess from a magical kingdom goes into hiding in modern-day Japan, as she lives with a private investigator and helps him with his cases. It keeps me heavy Hinamatsuri vibes, but it's just a nice type of show to just enjoy. So, let me go get another hot drink.
若奥様の獣王快進撃を植木屋がコールドブレスしておった。
What did I miss? Oblivion Battery. Well, looks like a pretty serious baseball anime. But how will they separate themselves from all the other really good baseball animes?
I am Orace Kanameki. Welcome to meet. 頭悪くない?
Oh. Staying with the high school genre, we also have Windbreakers, a high school delinquent show about a guy with different hair and eyes coming to a delinquent school, only to find out that the delinquents now protect the city rather than just fighting. Pretty good animation on this one, and I like the more grounded story than Tokyo Revengers. But if you're looking for the real fighting anime, Viral Hit is just the perfect combination of bad animation and awful characters that just makes sense. As a poor bullied kid starts a YouTube channel. I'm sorry, an YouTube channel fighting bullies. As I said, everyone, even the main guy, is awful in this anime, with no good redeeming qualities. But that is exactly what makes the show so entertaining. There is also the return of one of the best fantasy comedies ever in Konosuba Season 3, picking up right where the movie left, as Kazuma still has PTSD and we still have the best crew in fantasy ready to tackle any adventure. And Mushoku Tensei is finally out of the erectile dysfunction arc, as the high fantasy is ready for more world and character development. Something I wasn't expecting was the return of Spice and Wolf with a full remake of the story. As someone who hasn't watched the original show, I'm ready to dive into this medieval European folk story with extra economics. If you're looking for a harem rom-com, how about the studio apartment, good lighting, angel included, as our main guy's home gets crashed by a cute angel, as he helps her learn about human society while she takes care of his home. And if you just want a romance between a boy and a girl, A Condition Called Love tells the story of a girl that doesn't understand love, and a hot guy that falls in love too hard and too quickly. Is it just me, or the main guy is borderline yandere? On the cute girls doing cute stuff side, we have a few options. Girls doing radio, in the many sides of voice acting radio, as two high school voice actresses who hide their true identities find out that they are from the same school, and start a radio show, because there wasn't any better offer available. This is a nice show that presents the different type of activities that a voice actress has to do in order to stay in the industry, and I love the interactions between our two main girls. There is also Train to the End of the World, as 7G has destroyed society, and a group of friends go in a last tour to bring back their lost friend. I'm so disappointed about this anime. It looks like it could have a deep story, but more often than not, relies too much on the wacky characters and cheap comedy. Or how about Full On Yuri, in Whisper Me a Love Song, as a girl falls in love with a singer of a band, proceeds to create a misunderstanding, and now the singer is in love with her. You know, it is always nice to have a bit of Yuri in the mix. And finally, we have Jellyfish Can't Swim in the Night, an original anime by Doga Kovo, telling the story of an ex-idol, an artist, a VTuber, and a simp as they try to work together to fulfill their dreams. So far, the story hasn't captured me yet, but the coming-of-age stories always have a soft spot in my heart. If you're looking for something more of the shonen side, God's Games We Play feels like a combination of No Game No Life with a bit of Liar Liar, As in the modern-day world that, for some reason, still has dinosaurs, gods play games against humanity, with the final winner receiving a wish. And you know our main guy is the best gamer in the world. And Shonen Jump is back with Mission Yozakura family, as our main guy marries his childhood friend who is part of a family of hitmen.
私んちスパイなの。
Sorry, spies. This feels like a really cookie-cutter Shonen Jump anime. High school student, characters with incredible powers, some romance, but you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Sometimes these type of shows are just what you need. Have you ever watched Goblin Slayer and thought, I wish I was a goblin? Well, Remonsters helps you with that, as our main character dies and reincarnates into the body of a goblin, with the ability to steal powers of anything he eats. He quickly rises over his peers to become the goblin leader and evolve into stronger monsters. I personally read the original manga a few years ago, and if you want some more context of the story, I would recommend you to read the manga. Otherwise, you will be wondering why did the human woman die of poisoning without even further explanation. And talking about monsters, imagine a world filled with kaijus, huge beasts that destroy cities. But thankfully, there is a group that takes care of them and is loved by the citizens. And our main guy, well, he takes care of kaiju's poop. We finally have the long-awaited adaptation of Kaiju No. 8, as our old protagonist lives an unfulfilling life until one day he gets deep-throated by a bug and becomes a kaiju himself. With incredibly good animation in the fighting scenes and top-tier story, this is a must-watch for any action fans. And finally, if you have any nostalgia for Super Sentai and Power Rangers, Go Go Loser Ranger is the perfect show for you. As enslaved immortal grunts from a defeated evil organization are used by the Divine Dragon Rangers to crank out the Monster of the Week formula for the entertainment of their audience. And Soldier D has had enough. He will use his shape-shifting powers to join the Rangers and destroy them from the inside. Yoster is coming out with the big gacha wallets to deliver what has to be the best animation for the season. My god, just look at how good the effects look on this one. And they are finally proving that they can do something else than gacha games. If you're not watching this one, you are losing out in one of the most entertaining shows of the season. And with that said, we come to the conclusion of this video. What do you guys thought of the Spring 2024 anime season? Let me know in the comments below. Until then, see you guys next time.